Alright, so I had a break-even trade on my top steps, short going into the day, and then did around 860 on each of my alpha evals right here. So, coming into the day, right, shorts were money. Shorts were super obvious, right? We were at discount right here. Tapped into this huge 4-hour imbalance, and then we started cooking down towards M-log, right, which is technically this whole range right here, which we did not fill completely. But something that I'm looking towards moving forward is just using this gap right here. The new week opening gap is technically the close Friday to the open on Sunday, but this gap in price right here between the wick, and there's no wick here, but this gap right here, and that is exactly what we filled today. So at open, shorts were super obvious, right? Great draws. Oops. And we had a lot of volume, so I was just looking for a continuation to hopefully one of these two lows, if not the new week opening gap. And unfortunately, we just ripped through both of these lows, and we didn't really get any retracements. But ES was also moving really well. So with the volume, I took a short off of this 1 minute. Let me throw on my executions here. This 1 minute gap, and as soon as I saw a candle close down out of it, I was expecting us to continue the trade. My entry was right here. My stop was a little bit below this high, right? And I had originally marked out this whole new week opening gap, and I was looking to trade towards the consequent encroachment of this gap, right? But we respected the imbalance right here, and I was looking for a 2-to-1, since I almost will never take more than a 2-to-1, and I guess my stop was a little bit higher. My stop got, or my take profit got edged. I went break even at this lower here, and obviously got edged. So that was a break even trade. There would have been a really nice long setup out of this new opening gap right here. Highest time frame inversion in the leg right here was this 2 minute, and bang. This is one that I would have taken if I did not take that short previously. I would have targeted this 5 minute here, and there's also a 15 minute that opened up. So that would have been a really good trade. All right, 1.41 R, and I was pretty much just going to get off the charts after this short, right? However, I was looking for price to trade back up into this 4-hour gap, right? After we tapped the N-log, and we got some very nice volume out of it. Today was a really good price action. Some of the best we've had in a while with all this news coming out. And ES at the time was significantly more bullish, right? And I was just waiting for this 15 minute to get inversed on NASDAQ, right? Because I didn't want NASDAQ to tap this and then continue lower. I wanted to see it fully invalidate this imbalance and show that we were going to continue moving upward. And it did. Right here was the same close as right here. Entered for a 1-to-1 on ES with a 1 contract on these evals. I believe it was 1. Yeah, 1 contract on these evals. And yeah, pretty simple. 1-to-1 off the body of this, or the wick of this candle to just inside this gap. And obviously price flushed. I mean, crazy. but could have held until this consequent encroachment, which was also about the time that Nasdaq tapped this gap. But just happy with my piece of the pie. Right, you got to take what you can get. And yeah, great day. Could have done better. Definitely could have had a better take profit on this initial short. Right, didn't need to go for 2-to-1. Could have just taken it off at this hourly level, right where there's no candles at all, right? There's nothing in here, this whole section. So moving forward, that is definitely something I'm going to look out for. Do a bit of back testing to see, how those levels get respected. But yeah, I'll be back on tomorrow to post if I take a trade, or if I don't, let's see what we got for news tomorrow. Yeah. Okay, orange folder at 8:30, but other than that, nothing. The rest of the week, we have tentative PPI Thursday, and then yeah, news is kind of sketchy right now with the government shutdown. So yeah, we'll see. If I take a trade tomorrow, it will be posted.